Haya guys, back to our YouTube channel. Mambo yamechemuka, ndo siasa imeanza kupanda. And that's why in this video I don't want you to swipe up. So kuna vita kati ya DAP party and DCP party, kwamba DAP wana demand regarding Gachagua au withdraw kiongozi wa DCP party in Kakamega Western region. Unaona watu wangu, because they are now saying that wao wameachia DCP party play games upande wa Mountain region, but isikuji upande wa Western region. Licha kwamba wanaenda kushirikiana, juu nao target yao ni moja tu, kupeleka William Ruto nyumbani. So now pia waachiwe DAP party iweze kufanya nini upande wa Western ipate viongozi. And now Cleophas Malala and Rigathi Gachagua hawataki hiyo story. Unaona? Wanataka lazima DCP party pia ipatikane upande wa Kakamega, pale Malava. Hiyo ndio vita iko na kuambia. Yaani Mbeere North upande wa Mount Kenya and Malava upande wa Kakamega. So guys, kumechemka mbaya tena zaidi, na nilikwambia lazima nikuchezee clips nikikwambia. And guys, nakwambia siwezi ngakuletea story moja, lazima nikuconnectie stories uweze kujionea kwa video moja ili uendelee kusupport hii channel. Na nasema thanks kwa hiyo like yako, moments ambazo unaenda kulike saa hii. Acha Mungu aweze kukutetea. Guys, acha tuanze na story ya Pastor Ng'ang'a. Pastor Ng'ang'a guys, kumbuka Esther Passaris alikutana na clip ya Pastor Ng'ang'a ya kwamba walikuwa wanaume 8 waliamua kurep mwanamke mmoja. And guys, kumbe hiyo story ni ya kitambo sana. So Esther Passaris akakimbia pale kwa parliament akitaka DCI iweze kufanya investigation na kumarrest huyu Pastor Ng'ang'a. Kukachemka. Pastor Ng'ang'a akakutana na hiyo clip ya Esther Passaris yesterday. Kumechemka watu wangu. So Pastor Ng'ang'a is claiming that he wants evidence from Esther Passaris. Without that, mambo inaenda kuchemuka. Huyu kwanza ni Esther Passaris.
Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order number 44.2c, I rise to request a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee on Administration and Internal Security regarding a deeply disturbing video clip that has been circulating on social media since yesterday, alleging a confession to rape by Pastor James Ng'ang'a. Honorable Speaker, the clip allegedly shows Pastor Ng'ang'a, a Kenyan tele-evangelist and founder of Neno Evangelism Center located at the intersection of Haile Selassie Avenue and Uhuru Highway, confessing that he and 8 others raped a woman.
Mr. Speaker, sasa mnaniuliza nini? Wewe mama wewe, mimi sina mahali ya kushtaki kwa bunge. Najua mtapiga simu nishikwe haraka. What is that now? What is that? There is God in heaven. One day mtalipa tu. Mnisubua kwa kiwanja hiki, tena mkae chini tena mdiscuss hapo. Hii kiwanja bado mnanisubua tu nyinyi. You don't fear God? Basi gojia utaona resort ya hiyo. Mimi ni chief general. Sasa mmeniattack mara ya pili. For no reason. Mnaniattack, madam mmeniattack for no reason. Chumenishtaki kwa wabunge. Wacha na mimi nikushtaki kwa Mungu. Wacha na mimi nipeleke kesi yako kwa Mungu. Umenipeleka yako kwa parliament for no reason. Bila umeona nimekuwa na watu kule maili 3. Sasa inawauma. Na bado mtauma. I'll scatter you. Nitawatumia makobora za kiroho.
In this era of artificial intelligence and digital manipulation, it is often difficult to determine whether such content is authentic or fabricated. Nonetheless, a video of this nature demands immediate and serious investigation. If genuine, the clip represents not a summon but a criminal confession that requires urgent action by law enforcement agencies. If fake, it exposes the dangerous misuse of technology to spread falsehood, discredit faith, and re-traumatize survivors of sexual violence. Honorable Speaker, it is against this background that I request for a statement from the chairperson of the Departmental Committee of Administration and Internal Security on the following. 1. Clarification on measures being taken by the Directorate of Criminal Investigation to authenticate and investigate the circulating video using digital forensic expertise to update the public on the outcome to restore confidence in both faith and justice. 2. An explanation on the mechanisms in place to identify, locate, and protect survivors of sexual violence whose trauma may be aggravated by the circulation of such sensitive media content online. 3. Information on the plans by government to regulate, monitor, and curb the misuse of artificial intelligence and other digital technologies that generate or manipulate contents amounting to criminal misinformation or obstruction of justice so as to prevent technological abuse that undermine morality, public trust, and national cohesion.
Tulirep mwanamke moja, wanaume 8, Tamagui 8.
Hiyo ni clip ya 14 seconds na ikaleta njaa hapa Kenya. So now Pastor Ng'ang'a is responding to Esther Passaris. Sikiza.
Na sheria ya kushika hiyo watu. Sasa leo hii ndio mimi nikaandike statement. Nilirepu. Tulirepu wanaume 8. Wako wapi watu tulirepu nao? Wako wapi? It is my testimony to tell people that devil is a liar. Devil is a liar. You are a liar. Ushindwa na ulaaniwe na ufe kabla wakati wako. Nitahubiri. I will preach. I will preach the gospel of Jesus Christ. Yesu anaokoa na anaponya. Analinda. Yesu anaokoa na analinda. Yeremia 1:19 watapigana na wewe.
So mambo yamechemuka na kuambia. Na ndio maana nakwambia guys, mambo ya politics niko tu nazo bamba tu bamba. Lazima nikuletee. So now acha tuingie upande wa Kakamega na Mount Kenya. Rigathi Gachagua ama DCP party and DAP party. Kumechemuka watu wangu. But nataka tuanze na huyu Joy Mpai.
It's up to you to explain to us what exactly is happening within the united opposition. DCP, DAP, this by-election, especially in Malava, has a potential to crack that unity.
The by-election in Marava and any other by-election has no potential at all to crack the official position. I don't know why people are panicking. First of all, family matters should not make people panic who are not part of the family, right? Those are our cousins. Those are the part of the coalition. I don't know why let people present their papers today. Our candidate is going to present their papers today. The Honorable Busiega. Then let the family issues continue.
But you've had the threats that if at all you insist on fielding a candidate there, that DAP could even consider leaving the united opposition. Do you think it's that bad? Is it that serious?
Thank you. The person making the threat is not a principal. If you heard that, it's a person, I think the chairman of DAPK. He is not the principal. The principals have a code of understanding of how they do their own things. And there are some things which cannot be given to second-tier people. So maybe there's some information he doesn't have. If you saw the clip, immediately after he spoke, Eugene Wamalwa spoke. He never alluded to that. He only hit the opponent because we only have one opponent. Okay? We only have one opponent. The mantra is one. Okay? We have one opponent who is we have one understanding of agenda. Ruto must go and one term. So these are the issues about these are the issues going down here. Eugene Wamalwa never spoke about leaving the coalition or any threats to DCP.
Okay.
Withdraw the candidate.
I know you've addressed this before in this forum because the way you handled Mbeere North as a united opposition and what you're doing in Malava is very different. That in Mbeere North, you agreed as a team that you'll field only one candidate, and even DCP had to withdraw its candidate. Why didn't you do the same for Malava? Why this contestation? Is it necessary to have two candidates from two parties that are supposed to be working together?
There are two issues there, Fred. Number one, the issues that were around Mbeere are not the same issues around Marava. First of all, let's agree. So we cannot do this. Look at how we did Magarini, right? Look at how we did Magarini. There was a candidate before from DCP. He withdrew, he resigned. Then we went to somebody who had been promised by UDA, the guy who went to court. And then he was denied a chance in UDA. Then he came to us. And he's our candidate, and we are going to win Magarini. So Marava, they presented the candidate yesterday. We are going to present our own today. Let the campaigns continue. Nobody have said anything. I mean, by the way, who said that our aim is to win as united opposition? So who said that both the DAP candidate and DCP cannot go on and none of them win? It's a win for the united. I'm just saying, I don't know, wait.
How can they both win? We only
No, one may win, but from the official position. Who said they can't win? Who said one of them must drop? But number two, the election is not tomorrow. There is how the mechanism is working. Let the candidates continue on the ground. We are doing our own analysis. We are doing our own scientific methods. And there are many things. Elections are not tomorrow. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, let's listen to Zakaria Baraza, because I've seen him on the campaign trail in that region of the country. And do you agree with Dr. Mbaye on his assessment of the situation in Malava?
No, I don't agree with him. DCP is being hypocritical. These are what we call double standards. You see, like Western is meant for DAPK, that Luya unity. But you see, when DCP decides to field a candidate, what does it mean? It wants to divide the Luyas. I get that. And we are saying, look, if we are going to sit with DCP, we must do it with a clean heart. We must be honest. Because you cannot tell me the type of standards they're applying in Mount Kenya are different with the way they're applying it. Because what we had agreed was that an opposition, we being in the opposition, we should be able to field one candidate. And now we are, because that's why you see, we didn't even bother fielding a candidate in Mount Kenya. We didn't, because we know we are not strong there, but we are strong in Western Kenya. Why can't they also give us a chance to field a candidate and support us? Are you seeing that? So the way they are behaving, it's not right. And you know, you cannot say that those are the sentiments of an unstarter. That person is the chairman for Kakamega. He's the man in charge of Kakamega. He knows what happens on the ground. And we've been saying, look, if we are going to have a coalition with the other partners, we must do it in good faith. But I think DCP in Kakamega, they're not doing it in good faith. And I can tell you, it's going to have very big ramifications. We know what we are going to do.
Is that threat real? The threat
it's threat real.
Exiting,
we as Luyas, you know, we want to have a united front. We want to work as a team, especially in the opposition. But you see, if they are trying to divide us from Kakamega, it was not necessary for them to field a candidate in Kakamega. And I think they've done their own scientific, and they know that man is not that. But the purpose is just to divide us. So a DCP can appear to be loading over each and every region. We are saying, look, DCP, you remain in Mount Kenya. Let's also work in Western Kenya.
Do you understand the rationale of pulling out of the Mbeere North race and not doing so in Malava?
I don't understand, and I've not been able to explain. And you see, this is what is on the ground. They're saying, look, if DCP is being honest, let it also withdraw a candidate in Western Kenya. But you can't tell me when it comes to Mount Kenya, you do differently. But when it comes to Western, you're also doing differently. It can't work. Right. We are in the opposition, and we are also looking at.
But Asosona, I know you, and I've seen you smiling throughout this argument so far. But the question is, how serious and how consequential the by-elections will be? Because you mentioned that, okay, fine, these are just by-elections. They won't really matter in 2027. But if you look at the kind of contestation, even at the party level, and the kind of behind-the-scenes machinations to try and get others to to withdraw their candidature, it means that everyone is taking these by-elections very seriously.
If you look at their spat and their war, it indicates that they were only cemented by a common denominator of raw hate for the person of the president. You see, when political groups are united by mere hate without any serious agenda, obviously you don't expect them to get anywhere if they're already feuding about the forthcoming by-elections. And as I said last time, and I still say today, the by-elections are an opportunity afforded to the people of Kenya in those constituencies and in those wards to exercise their supreme power. And as broad-based, we shall approach the by-elections from a national perspective of uniting the country. We are not interested in breeding hatred in the constituencies and in the wards, but we shall put our case in terms of the agenda of Kenya Kwanza administration, the broad-based government, and the future, the good future of the country, the transformative agenda. That's what we'll be driving. So nothing much is going to change, and And
Is that a fact? Because you can
That's a
see
fact.
the front page
It's a
of the
fact.
Daily Nation talks about something else, still linked to the by-election, but this time what the president is doing on the other side. And because I want us to actually set the pace for this one, it is part of the stories covered on TV47, the Baringo by-elections and the rivalries therein. And what the president is being said to be doing behind the scenes, it is there on the front page of the Daily Nation, not my words. Allow me to read this. President Ruto yesterday hosted his political opponent Gideon Moi, a son of the country's second head of state. Their rivalry is known, for talks that signaled a thawing of relations. Sources said they discussed the upcoming by-election for the Baringo Senate seat, which the KANU chairman is keen to recapture, with the ruling party desperate to bag it. Two camps, however, gave conflicting accounts. According to the KANU official, the president was suggesting to the former senator to actually withdraw his candidature. If we have that story, let's run it, then I'll come back to you, Bwana Susio.
Okay.
Right, I am told it's not ready, but the
Yes,
same thing
yes.
is happening, even
What I say,
with the president.
if you mark my words, we are more interested in uniting the country.
But as Susio, you
And,
started your sentence by
and-
saying that the by-elections were an opportunity to
It's an
give
opportunity
Kenyans...
for the people.
Exactly, for the people to decide.
It's an opportunity for
but
the
it would
people.
appear all the politicians
listen,
are taking
and
a
there's-
decision from the people.
And as broad-based arrangement, we are approaching it still from the lens of the manifesto or of the transformative agenda of the country and uniting the country. And when the president sits with Honorable Gideon Moi, it is part of uniting the country. Who said the president and Gideon cannot sit? They have to sit. Whether you agree or you don't agree, but engage in conversation. You break the ice of people relating. Whereas we can hold diametrically opposed political views, but then it is possible and good to reach out and engage. So
Is it
what
a
is
do or
on
die?
the front page
Yes.
is an engagement.
Why
There is an ongoing
Why is a
engagement.
by-election a do or die?
No, there is an
situation
ongoing.
for the president to go to this.
If this is true, I'm not aware, I've just read it here. If there is an ongoing engagement between the president and Gideon Moi with respect to upcoming Baringo senatorial seat, then it's a good thing.
Okay.
You may never know what if they agree that Gideon proceeds. What if they agree the other way around? It will be an agreement. And it will be an agreement that is founded on unity moving forward. There is nothing wrong
But it would
with
appear
thinking
the
unity.
elections are a do or die situation for not just DCP or DAP, but even for UDA as well.
These by-elections are very serious. Actually, whatever happens to the by-elections will have a direct impact on what happens in 2027. That's a fact. I remember when we were in the, with any little by-election, we will do it like it is a mother general election, because it keeps people hope. It shows people that's going to happen from London, from Rorie in Nyandarua, then we came to Msambweni, all the way to Juja. Then finally Kiamba, and people knew that there's no deficit once we won Kiamba. So it's very important. Two things quickly. Now, allow me to say this. This, first of all, is an analyst, and then I'll comment as a DCP member. One, I can tell you today seated here, we are going to win Marava. That's number one. As official position. Official opposition, okay. Right? That's number one. You know, all these other things, there's what we call Western politics. Issues between Trans Nzoia, Bungoma, and Kakamega, Busia, Vihiga. That one is known. So there's some issues of, trying to find who is more, because Marara, our DPL, is arguing that DAPK, the party leader is from Bukusu, the deputy party leader, the chairman, all that, because maybe they had not thought earlier of expanding beyond Bungoma, Trans Nzoia. And that's a fact. They had not thought. Then ANC exits. Then they think we can expand to Kakamega, Marava, and Kakamega, Vihiga, Busia, and you know the dynamics. So now Marara is coming here saying, who is the chairman, who is the party leader of DCP? He said it from Mount Kenya, Gachagua. I'm the deputy party leader of DCP. So he says DCP is closer to Kakamega. That is his argument. I'm just saying what is happening within Western Kenya. Then he's arguing the deputy party leader of DCP is closer to Kakamega because deputy party leader of DCP is from Kakamega. That is his argument. So let that continue. But what I can assure you, talking to where I sit, From the lens of official position, we are going to win Marava. That's the summary. But let not people panic and begin throwing so many words. By the way, I never said the chairman is a junior officer. I only say the chairman of DAK is not a member or is not a principal who sit among the other principals to discuss very senior things up there. Something is happening. We are not going to lose it. It's important to mention that. And there's no hurry. Let's see what happens now. On the issue of Baringo, let me tell you what will happen. We are aware that they met in Dubai when the president was coming from the US with Gideon Moi. We are aware that the president is keen to have Gideon Moi drop from Baringo. Now, what we know from that meeting, let alone what is written in the press, is that Gideon Moi refused to step down. And today he is supposed to present his papers at Cabinet, followed by Lalis. Now, what happens is that, unfortunately, a lot of businesses associated with Gideon Moi have been denied licenses. Others have been, I don't want to say crushed, but really being put on the state ladder. He has been doing some geothermal exploration licenses cancelled and all that. So what the people of Baringo are saying, they want Gideon Moi to vie, and I can tell you, if Moi vies in Baringo, most likely he's going to win that seat. He's going to win that seat, and that is the fear the state has. But for how long can you be calling people to buy them off? Look at what they did with Banisa. That guy was going to win that seat, but he was promised a lot of money and opportunity.
It would appear for the president, he's taking this really seriously.
He knows, because that's what made him president. The win of UDA, any win UDA got
in by-elections.
And in the by-elections, I can tell you because I know. And so even us, because we know.
When he was deputy president.
When he was the deputy president, when he was the leader of opposition, per se, that is what gave him the gravitas, okay? I can tell you that's why, even if we didn't shield Musaboni, we supported the guy who won. Even if we didn't win Pep, there was a part there, the opposition was supporting. He knows. By the way, the president is more of a president than a governance person. So he knows more. That's an area where he knows. But unfortunately, his system of buying off, the belief of money, I don't know. Look here, the president never won the elections because of money. Fred, he never won because he gave people money. He won because somehow the people themselves voted in the president. So how he thinks now he can use money? Money has its limits. Money is very good when you have the people. But you cannot substitute money with love and loyalty. You cannot substitute. Okay. And we are going to see that very soon. I can tell you this. The amount of money flowing in Mbeere, man, the amount of money per hour, the amount of money, especially during daytime and night until midnight, it's too much. But I can tell you what, UD is going to lose. I can tell you that we are going to win Magarini. What happened is that because now ODM is a big brother and is bulldozing a lot, what they did, they went and told the president, drop your candidate for UDA in Magarini. Never mind, he's the one who went to court. Drop him for the favor of ODM. Now we have taken him. And the entire coalition of United Opposition, we are supporting that candidate in Magarini. Okay. Right? So it's a do or die, but unfortunately, his method of using money this time around is going to be like KPP.
Kuna kukwaruzana pale. Na unajua hao majamaa wakiendelea hivi, hiyo ni one way ya William Ruto kupenetrate. Always huwa nakuambia. Unaona watu wangu, ingawa kila mtu anataka kuwin, watu kwa party yake.
Papa Malava. Kufikia saa 7 saa 8 mchana huu, kama huyo candidate wako utamleta kwa IEBC, sisi tunaenda kutoa uhusiano na wewe na tubakie peke yetu.
Kila wiki wanamwaga pesa hapo, eti wanunue kura zenu, wanunue kiti hiki. Sisi twasema kura hii ni ya kurudisha heshima ya Mluya. Hii kura ya Malava, history repeats itself. Munaona hawa wanaume wachache wako hapa. Hata Ruto alete serikali yote hapa Malava, tutawapiga wapi?
Yaani ukipea hao watu kura, inamaanisha unakubali hiyo mambo yao ya kupunguza pesa ya watoto wa high school na watoto wa primary na waendelee kuipia sisi. Mtakubali hiyo? Atisha ulipe mwaka mzima.
Mnatudharau kwa bedroom yetu. Sasa mtafautishe chama ya Waluya na chama ya Ubukusi. And if you are serious, mtuonyeshe mtu hata mmoja wa DAP wa kutoka Kakamega. So we want to ask our brothers in DAP, tafadhali, drop your aspirations. If you are genuine about a united opposition, mkuje msupport candidate wa DCP ambaye ni Edgar Musiega.
Mimi na Mheshimiwa Eugene na wenzetu. Tuko na kura ya Wakabrasi ya huyu Seth Ambusini Banyako. Ndakwa, it is not too late. Usiharibu kiti yako ya MCA, rudi kwa ofisi.
And today Cleophas Malala ametoa upande wa Kakamega County.
Mama hai. Oramu mwa.
Watu wangu wote wa Kisa East, sasa kazi imeanza, si ndio? Najua kwamba hii wiki yote mmekuwa na high blood pressure mbaya sana. Hamjakuwa mkilala, si ndio? Mara wanasema utafungiwa nje, mara utafika kwa ballot. Lakini simuona leo. Sasa nataka ni murulano sasa. Konyanga kwa vyo mwede mtikona choo, si ndio? Ile ngano sasa kulinda abantu more than 300. Tunaweza kuratia, si ndio? Khe msayanga kande medo msaya. Esa ina mpesa ketanga manje sana. Shoma nyama ndio? Nyanga mulia mpesa kala kino ubongo mbe nabo. Mapangale harusi mpange mbuku la shilio. Lakini nyanga ni ule ile ulinga. Ampesa mulia kabisa shomuranga. Sindio kubola manje tawe. Emuhupirorio sana. Nini murulano esata Nyasaye benenyo. Nyasaye mbarikie sana. Sinzute njosi abana benyu bose Nyasaye abaise timu habi. Nyanga sasa ngaribisha kama na mwenyewe sasa. Wapi makofi kwake? DJ nipe wimbo kidogo. DJ nipe wimbo DJ. Tupe beat kidogo DJ. Asante. Wana Kisa East oye! Kwanza nataka niwafundishe salamu ya chama ya Duda. Nikisema Harambee mnasema nini? Nikisema DCP mnasema sikiza? Harambee! DCP! DCP! Bas, mimi leo nashukuru sana. Mumejitokeza kwa wingi kuja kusupport kijana wetu wa Duda. Mimi niliona Duda kama kiongozi ambaye anafaa. Ni kiongozi ambaye ako na manufaa mingi. Nimesikia yale vitu ambaye anataka kufanyia watu wa Kisa East. Ameniambia kwamba leo amenipitishia barabara zenyu mbaya. Akasema akifika kule jambo la kwanza ni kuwatengenezea barabara ifanane vile hii yake. Jambo la pili amenielezea vile vile amechoka kuona wamama wa Kisa East wakienda kwa mtoni kuchota maji kila uchao. Mimi nasikia hapa ndio maji inatoka inapelekwa mpaka kule Butere kunywa maji, ilhali watu wa Kisa East hawana maji. Duda amesema akifika kwa county assembly jambo la kwanza ni kuhakikisha hii maji ya Misango imelisha nyinyi kwanza, si ndio? Jambo la tatu amesema kwamba mambo ya basari atapeana kwa sub location. Komiti ya sublocation ndio inakaa inaangalia watoto wa hiyo sublocation. Hakuna kupeana basari Kakamega kule, ni kwa kila sublocation. Jameni, sio ni manifesto mzuri? Kwa mimi nawashukuru. Kulikuwa na watu wa kora wameenda kule, wanaweka kwa mitandao, wanasema ati Aduda sio mpiga kura. Leo tumeenda kwa IEBC, wakiangalia kwa wale watu wa kupiga kura, Aduda ndio wa kwanza. Shetani ameshindwa ama hajashindwa? Sisi tuliwacha waongee mambo mingi, wakaenda wakajaribu kuleta hata maaskari. Wameleta maaskari kule lori 4, lakini sisi tulikuwa na Mwenyezi Mungu, na hii ni ishara kwamba tarehe 27 MCA wa Kisa East ni Dickson Aduda. Wangapi wanasema Aduda? Nikisema Aduda mnasema ukwiri, si ndio? Nikisema ukwiri mnasema Aduda. Aduda! Ukwiri! Mtampatia? Mimi nashukuru sana kwa sababu ile upendo mmeonyesha huyu kijana wenyu. Mimi Aduda nasikia ukisema ati watu watakuwa na pesa, ati hao watu, wewe ndio utakuwa na pesa. Wewe ndio utakuwa na pesa. Sisi tutamshika mkono. Nitahakikisha amegonga mlango kwa mlango, ameomba kura, si ndio? Sasa mimi Kenzi, mko hapa, mimi nataka msaidie Aduda kuchunga kura yake. Kura ukipiga hapana kuambiwa tienda nyumbani. Simama hapo nje ya polling station, ungoje mpaka wahesabu wamalize, mupige picha, muhesabu kura ya Aduda, ndio tuende nyumbani, si ndio? Kendi, mtachunga kura? Mtachunga kura? So Aduda, mimi nakutakia mema, na leo nimeleta salamu za party leader wetu ambaye amesema atakuja hapa yeye mwenyewe, Mheshimiwa Rigathi Gachagua. Mmepokea salamu za Rigiji? Nikisema Rigiji mnasema oe. Rigiji! Rigiji! Mnataka akuje? Mnataka akuje kwa Iboma? Mimi nitafikisha habari kwamba Rigiji akuje hapa, si ndio? Na mnajua sisi tunapeleka hii serikali nyumbani. Hii serikali ni one term, si ndio? Sasa mjue mkipigia Aduda, mmepigia one term waende nyumbani. Sasa kura kwa Aduda ndio kura ya Wakenya ambao wanataka Ruto aende one term. Na mwisho, mimi nimesikia juice iko mtu amekuja hapa Kisa East, akaenda akapeleka mtoto wetu mwingine huko anaitwa Ayaya, akampeleka kwa kanisa ati wanaenda harambee. Hata saa ya kutoa sadaka kanisa ikapata total ya sadaka yote ni 3,000 peke yake. Huyo mtu anatosha kweli? Si mnajua mimi nataka tafadhali muende museme kwamba mtu ambaye anatosha hapa Kisa East ni huyu Aduda ukweli. Na Aduda leo vile watu wamejaa hapa mpaka utokemo kitu. Lakini kwa sababu amekuwa na wageni wengi, mimi mpaka ndamsaidia. Ndio. Angalau kila mtu aende nyumbani na kanyama, tuende tusherekee ushindi ya Aduda. Aduda inatosha ama hatoshi? Anaweza ama hawezi? Harambee! Harambee! DCP! DCP! Haya basi, mtupatie dakika kidogo tuwapange pange. Na tuko na kitu.